Hello guys, welcome back to UnSarkari. As we are discussing with the forms of social stratification, our first form of social stratification is caste. What do you mean by caste? First, we see that from where it originates. Caste originates from the Portuguese word casta, which means race or pure stock. What does it mean? Race or pure stock. Let's move forward. As we can say that caste is the epitome of traditional society, and it is related with the concept of purity and pollution, and it is the ascribed status. As you already know that caste is, we see from the historical period. This is not a recent phenomenon, or this is our, as our traditional society, we have the caste system, and it is related to the concept of purity and pollution. यानी कि एक तरीके से हम बोलते हैं ना, अनटचेबिलिटी और छुआछूत, वो वाली चीजें इसमें आती है. इट इज द ascribed status. What do you mean by ascribed status? It means by birth you achieve this status. By birth you achieve this status. So caste is the ascribed status. So in the traditional system, it generally comprised of four varna. फोरफोल्ड वर्ना. कौन कौन से थे? ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य एंड शूद्रास. ऑक्यूपेशन कास्ट ग्रुप्स. अब हम जब कास्ट ग्रुप्स तो होते हैं, लेकिन जब हम उनको किसी ऑक्यूपेशन में, किसी काम के लिए, कि भाई जैसे कि हमें पता है कि मैनुअल स्कैवेंजिंग कौन करेगा? लोअर कास्ट के, यानी कि दलित कास्ट के, इस टाइप के पीपल करते हैं. ऐसा कि बोलना गलत होगा, लेकिन नॉर्मली हमारी सोसाइटी में क्या होता है, यही होता है. तो उनके लिए वो ऑक्यूपेशन बेस्ड कास्ट ग्रुप क्या कहलाएगी? डेफिनेशन क्या हो जाएगी? जातीज. वो क्या बन गई? उनकी जाति. सो कास्ट डज नॉट अलाउ for individual social mobility. As in our previous lecture, we clearly know the definition of social mobility. It is to improve our status. Okay, it is fixed because it is congenital. Caste does not allow for the individual social mobility. It is fixed, यानी कि इसको हम बदल नहीं सकते, because it is congenital. तो इस टाइप के वर्ड्स जब आप अपने आंसर्स में लाओगे, सो यही क्या रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं? सोशियोलॉजी. बिकॉज सोशियोलॉजी में टर्म्स एंड कंसेप्ट जितने अच्छे से आप उनको यूज करोगे, उतना ज्यादा स्कोर आ सकता है. व्हाट आर द फीचर्स ऑफ कास्ट? कास्ट इज डिटरमाइंड बाय बर्थ. दैट इज वी discussed previously that it is our ascribed status. Caste groups are endogamous. Endogamous means marriage is restricted to the members of the group. यानी कि जो अपने अंदर के में, उसी के अंदर जब मैरिज हो, उसको क्या बोलेंगे? कास्ट ग्रुप्स आर एंडोगेमस. थर्ड इज कास्ट इन्वॉल्व्स अ सिस्टम कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ मैनी कास्ट अरेंज्ड इन हायरार्की ऑफ रैंक एंड स्टेटस. यानी कि जिस चीज में हायरार्की हो. देन फोर्थ पॉइंट इज सेगमेंटल डिवीजन ऑफ सोसाइटी. कास्ट बट ट्रेडिशनल लिंक टू ऑक्यूपेशंस. ऑक्यूपेशंस से जब भी आप कास्ट ग्रुप को लिंक करोगे, इसको क्या बोला जाएगा? जातीज. सिक्स्थ इज इट इज बेस्ड ऑन द डिस्टिंक्शन बिटवीन purity and pollution. These all are characteristics of caste. Now the question arises, is the caste system static in India? No. Then our answer is no. As per your answer, you can comment on this question. No, it has undergone considerable changes over the years. So we can say that caste is not static in India, because these changes brought in by urbanization, industrialization, westernization, sanskritization, democracy, ये सारे किन कारणों से ये सिस्टम स्टैटिक नहीं रह पाया? इट हैज अंडरगोन चेंजेस. ठीक है, तो these changes brought in by urbanization and democracy have affected the caste system as interest groups have gained strength, and we have seen asserting democratic rights in society by discriminated caste. Example of caste atrocities and caste. Let's take recent example. What happens in Vadodara, the 24-year-old person died because of the caste atrocities. And the second case we take it from Rajasthan, where a Dalit boy named Indra Se Meghwal had died because of taking just water from the pot that is used by the upper caste people. And to the related to the sports, we know about Rohit Vimulla's case. Okay, this is our recent examples. We can take it for any one of them to quote as an example. Let's now question arises as a social reform movement. Who are the pioneers of eliminating caste barriers? Now I can say that Ambedkar, but Ambedkar सबको पता है. He talks about annihilation of what more you know, that's make you different. Like we can take an example like periyar, जिसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, रमास्वामी नायकर. ओके, एंड सावित्री बाई फुले. ठीक है, ये सारे क्या है, नारायण गुरु. ये सब ने किस चीज के बारे में, किस चीज के अगेंस्ट एक्ट किया है? कास्ट बैरियर्स के अगेंस्ट. तो ये सारे क्या हुए, पाइनियर्स ऑफ कास्ट. अगर आपको किसी और पाइनियर्स के बारे में पता हो तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख सकते हो. देन नेक्स्ट, सोशियोलॉजी हैज टू बी सेंसिटिव टू बोथ द चैलेंजेस टू द कास्ट सिस्टम एज वेल एज द परसिस्टेंस ऑफ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. तो ये हमारी सोशियोलॉजी में हमें क्यों पढ़ना पड़ा कास्ट? बिकॉज ये सोसाइटी में हो रहा है, दैट्स वाई. एंड सोसाइटी इज sensitive to both the challenges to the caste system as well as the persistence of the discrimination. Our next social form of stratification is class, which is an achieved status, not ascribed. That is achieved status. यानी कि with time either is through education, earning, income, किसी भी तरीके से जब भी जो चीज आपने अचीव कर ली वो क्या बन गई आपकी क्लास. सो इस पे क्लास पे फंक्शनलिस्ट थ्योरीज ने क्या बोला है कि द फंक्शनलिस्ट थ्योरी ऑफ सोशल स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन begins from the general presupposition or belief of function that no society is classless or unstratified. तो फंक्शनलिस्ट थ्योरी कौन होंगे? जो थ्रू फंक्शन, जैसा कि हो रहा है सोसाइटी में, जो क्वांटिटी चल रही है उस हिसाब से जो भी वो उस हिसाब से बताते हैं, तो इसलिए उनका नाम क्या रख दिया गया, फंक्शनल थ्योरीज. ऐसा ही उन्होंने सोशल स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन, और उन्होंने क्या बोल दिया कि ऐसी कोई भी सोसाइटी नहीं है जिसमें जो क्लासलेस हो या फिर अनसेटेड, जिसमें असमानता न हो, यानी कि सभी जगह होगी किसी ना किसी तरीके से. अब ऐसे ही कार्ल मार्क्स ने बोला, दो क्लासेस ले ली, कैपिटलिस्ट क्लास यानी कि बुर्जुआ क्लास एंड प्रोलेटेरिएट क्लास. ठीक है, इन द कैपिटलिस्ट सिस्टम. एंड सिमिलरली वेबर हु यूज द टर्म लाइफ चांसेस फॉर द क्लास, यानी कि लाइफ चांसेस विद द चांसेस यू आर मेकिंग चेंज, यानी कि जो क्लास आपकी उस थ्रू द चांसेस से बन रही है. दैट्स ऑल फॉर द डे. नाउ वी विल डिस्कस वन आर्टिकल on Sri Aurobindo at 150. How he stood against caste discrimination and a more inclusive Hinduism. Let's start reading this. Bengal has produced several seminal thinkers who have set up the foundations of our progress as a civilizational nation state. Celebrating 75 years of independence this year, India is taking nascent but steady step towards enabling social cohesion. So here the term social cohesion is related with sociology, as it is the term that is used in our answers. Okay, what does, यानी कि जो क्या करेगा आपके बिहेवियर पे कोई ना कोई कंस्ट्रेंट पैदा करेगा, वो क्या हुआ, सोशल कोहेशन, एंड इज कंट्रीब्यूटिंग टू द इनेबलिंग डाइवर्सिटी, इक्विटी एंड इंक्लूजन. अब रामकृष्ण परमहंस, स्वामी विवेकानंद, रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर, जोगेंद्रनाथ मंडल, Sri Aurobindo and Khudiram Bose are some of the many revolutionary thinkers who continue to have an impact on Indian thought today, but nationally and globally. Aurobindo was a multifaceted personality. जैसा कि इन्होंने पहले ही बता दिया कि Aurobindo क्या थे, multifaceted personality. He was an original thinker, writer, poet, playwright, teacher and freedom fighter. He was a voracious reader who learned the best of Western philosophy and returned to India to create something uniquely Indian for spiritual transformation through his integral yoga. It is befitting that India is marking 150 years of his birth anniversary. This तो उनकी बर्थ एनिवर्सरी थी, इसलिए ये आर्टिकल आया। और अब हम इसी तरीके से जो ये आर्टिकल्स जब हम ऐसे ले लेते हैं तो वही क्या होगा, इसमें से अगर हमने कुछ पॉइंट्स भी ले लिए वही हमें एक दूसरे पर्सन से, दूसरे कैंडिडेट से थोड़ा सा अलग बना देते हैं कि क्योंकि हर चीज हर किसी को नहीं पता होती। Aurobindo was inspired by the person of Shri Krishna, the Yadav king who was multifaceted, a king, diplomat, strategist, friend, and advisor. Some of the Aurobindo writings in Karm Yogin, his weekly journal in English that he brought out after the Alipur bomb case, had Krishna and Arjuna in the Kurukshetra being pictorially represented on the cover. After being released in the Alipur bomb case, he was committed to his studies and integral yoga. Aurobindo was also committed to taking forward the essence of his teachings of Krishna through his works, especially the Bhagavad Gita, amongst many others. So ये थोड़ा सा Aurobindo के बारे में introduction बता दिया इन्होंने. One perhaps under-analyzed aspect of Aurobindo persona in his views on caste-based discrimination. अब हमने ये आर्टिकल क्यों लिया? बिकॉज ये कास्ट बेस्ड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन से रिलेटेड है और हमने ये टॉपिक कवर किया है तो एक आर्टिकल पढ़ना तो बनता है। तो अब हम इसी में से कुछ पॉइंट्स निकाल सकते हैं। Today, the ashram in Pondicherry, inspired by him, does not cater to any man-made divisions. Perhaps the genesis of this was how Sri Aurobindo viewed the social evil of caste-based discrimination. अब द सोशल इविल ऑफ कास्ट बेस्ड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन क्या हो गया? कीवर्ड है, इसी तरह के कीवर्ड्स आपके आंसर्स में आने चाहिए। दिस इज डिसर्नेबल इन some of his writings, Caste and Democracy, Un-Hindu Spirit of Caste Rigidity, and Caste and Representation. These were written in 1907 for Bande Mataram, an English newspaper. He edited them. A footnote is necessary because these were views of Aurobindo Ghosh prior to his transformation. But it would be safe to say this continued to his lifelong guiding philosophy as Sri Aurobindo. Sri Aurobindo was also inspired by Lokmanya Gangadhar Tilak. His exchanges with Tilak set him on the path of revolutionary activities and to act against British rule and aspire for complete independence. However, this inspiration was not just restricted to revolutionary activities alone, but to social fabric of the country. In the Un-Hindu Spirit of Caste Rigidity, Sri Aurobindo writes, the Bengali report Srijit Bal Gangadhar Tilak to have made a definite pronouncement on caste system. The prevailing idea of social inequality is working immense evil, says the national leader of the Deccan. This pronouncement is only natural from an earnest Hindu and a sincere nationalist like Srijit Tilak. Aurobindo held all individuals as one and equal, and this notion is for India to before the world. We affirmed that education in India should be armed with focus of the Vedantic gospel of equality. यानी कि हमें क्या प्रमोट करना चाहिए? इक्वालिटी। ये क्या है? एक तरीके से इक्वालिटी भी क्या है? सॉल्यूशन है कास्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन को कम करने के लिए, बिकॉज ये क्या है? एक सोशल इविल है जिसको हमें कम करना पड़ेगा। अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम, द ब्रिटिश यूज्ड कास्ट एज अ पॉलिटिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट. Sri Aurobindo goes on to explanation. Nationalism is simply the passionate aspiration for the realization of that divine unity in the nation. In the ideal of nationalism, which India will set before the world, there will be an essential equality between men and men, between caste and caste, between class and class. He did not shy away from pointing out what the real problems were in caste rigidity and what was to persuading everyone to remove all unreasoning and arbitrary distinctions and inequalities. In and through these articles, Sri Aurobindo writes how caste in India is peculiar to our nation and the spiritual vision of oneness was lacking. He also states how caste-based discrimination was accidental and external, and it further social degradation. Sri Aurobindo also mentions examples of chokamela and Adi Shankaracharya to drive home to reader his core point of accepting all as one and equality. ये सारे examples को क्यों दे रहे हैं? To promote equality. He writes, Chokmela, the Marathi periyar, because the Guru of Brahmins, proud of their caste purity. The Chandela taught Shankaracharya, for the Brahman was revealed in the body of Pariya, and in the Chandala there was the utter presence of Shiva, the Almighty. Examples are galore in the Indian history. Sri Ramanujamacharya, who is teaching Aurobindo, also Miller's foresaw 1,000 years ago the unspoken aspirations of the downtrodden. All his life, Ramanujam stood for including the outcast to make Hindu religion more holistic. According to B.R. Ambedkar, Ramanujam, accepting a Dalit as his guru, sent a strong message of social cohesion to the society and the country at large. In fact, there is another connection between Ambedkar and Sri Aurobindo. Maharaja Shayajirao Gaikwad III, the ruler of Baroda, today Vadodara, helped Ambedkar study abroad at Columbia and Aurobindo get a suitable job at today's MS University after his return home. So, everyone knows that B.R. Ambedkar talked about caste, annihilation of caste, but not everyone knows about Aurobindo, how he is related with the caste discrimination and how Ambedkar take ideas as well. So this articles helps in your personality development. And at last we read, in and through these important experts from his writing, it is clear that Sri Aurobindo was firmly against man-made divisions, exclusion, and caste arrogation based on birth. Social cohesion and a strong united India were his goals. यानी कि ऐसे social cohesion होना चाहिए ताकि हम ये सारी जो social evil practices इनको कम कर सके. His 150th birth anniversary could be the best occasion to revive and relook at his teachings, read his works, and strive towards a holistic, inclusive model that India can present to the world. I hope you understand it very well. You can take some points from it and further addition into your notes. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much.